EA Sports, in association with the PGA Tour, proudly presents the start of the FedEx Cup playoffs. Today, it's live opening round coverage of the Northeast Invitational. Hello again and welcome. Rich Lerner alongside my colleague Frank Nobilo here today calling the action from the cliffs at Lighthouse Point. And Frank, this course features some breathtaking scenery.
It certainly does, Rich. Changes of elevation, and it's in phenomenal shape. We've got to send our thanks out to the superintendent, Peyton Duncan, who's got the course exactly primed. You should enjoy it. You should enjoy the views. Take your camera as well. This is very scenic up in New England.
Headed for the bunker, I think. He just missed the bunker.
Second shot.
Frank's starting to make the move.
Leaderboard very volatile at the moment, so a lot of move in that middle piece of the leaderboard. Top 20 so far.
Been some outstanding shot making to this point. Let's see what's happening now as we resume the action at the 7th. Frank, nothing spectacular to this point in the first round. What does the player need to do just to kind of generate some momentum?
I actually think they're playing it right, Rich. It's just, compared to the top of the leaderboard, you start to think, well, maybe they're struggling. But there's ebbs and flows in this game. At the moment, it's just sort of almost like a holding pattern. But it's time to change that.
He's making the game look very simple right now. See it, hit it, and he's got it right on track.
Chance for back-to-back.
Needs a few more of those. That was a good birdie.
Yeah, this time, that one gets him in the top 10.
Now another par 3. We're at the 8th. Frank, it's only 165 yards.
It is, but when you look at the green, you can see how narrow it is. Actually, the green is nearly a figure 8, so it's obviously the right number hole. Bunker's sort of short leftish and that little pocket area on the right, so it'll punish anything left or right, even though the hole's just that meager yardage.
Wow, Frank, he is dialed in.
Yeah, that was just some shot on that. Easy birdie.
Just 5 feet left. That's a nice roll, and with that birdie, now 2 under par for the tournament. Now to the par 5 9th. Frank, what are we looking at here?
Well, for the longer hitters, it's actually a chance to reach par 5 and 2. 300 yards is where that fairway starts to bend more to the left. So you do the math, it's going to give you roughly 250 yards to the middle sort of front left of that green. That's the easy way to play the hole. Make a mistake off the tee, and you might find out this is a more difficult 3-shotter than what you were anticipating.
And from the fairway for his second shot here. Can't hide the flagstick from that man. Been pretty good all day from this distance, just trying to take care of business. Good putt and a good move, now to 4 under. Well, that was a nearly flawless performance on the front side, but Frank, we know it's an 18-hole game, isn't it?
That's right. Now's not the time to pat yourself on the back. Well, par 4s, they're not all the same, Rich, but after that tee shot, I guess you can say this one's going to be easy.
That was a beauty right there. Seems to like it. Headed for the fat part of the green. Early part of this back 9 and a good approach shot. Now we'll have this for birdie.
It's no snack, though.
makes it right in the center. Standing over the ball here at the par 5 11th. Now it's right in his wheelhouse. Good position where he can attack the pin.
Yeah, he has all those options now. That ball sitting up, you can bring it in high, you can bring it in low. The choice is yours.
Good chance at one. Frank, that is how it's done.
Yeah, take a gross of those. That is a lesson in itself.
And now a chance for eagle. Just an amazing display. The records continue to fall. Frank, you surprised to see that name on top of the leaderboard?
I am surprised to see the name, but not that style of golf leading. It was great performance, especially tee to green. You don't often see people start that quickly.
EA Sports, in association with the PGA Tour, proudly presents the start of the FedEx Cup playoffs. Today, it's live second-round coverage of the Northeast Invitational. That appeared to be a good strike right there, Frank.
Oh, good. It's just towering. Look at that hanging in the sky.
Outstanding tee shot.
Yeah, ball sitting up. You don't have to worry about the wind or anything there. You just take a full-blooded cut at the second shot from here. There's a big green, and they're going to use every inch of it.
Really good distance control there, playing well to his strengths. Getting set now over the putt. Just continuing to play some really good golf. 8 under par for the championship. Moving on to hole number 6, par 3 of 198 yards. Appears to be a smart shot, Frank.
Yeah, no problem here. That's going to fly all the way.
Birdie try up next. See if he can go one better than yesterday when he made par. This putt for birdie. And it drops for birdie. Par 4 7th, only 370 yards. Frank, decision to be made off that tee.
It is. I walked this hole, Rich, to the narrowest point of the fairway, 278 yards. And if you want to carry that left side, you're going to have to be strong, 300 yards. So really, I don't know if driver's the play, maybe even 3 wood's too much. You might have to throttle back even further. So the hole might be short. You just might get a little bit of a longer second shot than what the scorecard would normally allow you.
Frank, this is a position where a player is absolutely licking his chops here. Good chance to make a birdie.
Yeah, this is when this game just looks like fun. Bunkers don't seem to be in play. The only thing you're really looking at right now is just the flag.
Terrific golf shot. And now that for an easy birdie. And this will be a 5-foot putt here. And he has it.
A good putt redeems all.
Getting set at the 8th hole. It's a par 3 of 165 yards. Break it down for us, partner.
This gets really narrow in the middle of this green, Rich. That's sort of the biggest problem. Matter of fact, only had 12 yards from that left side to the right in the middle. And the green itself actually is 3 times that in length, 36 yards. So straightness is the key here.
What a display of shot making this has been, Frank.
The incredible approach shot there. The easiest of birdies coming up.
So they'll tap in. He's made it. Another par 3. We're at the 8th. It's only 165 yards, Frank.
I'm loving that balance.
Wow, smoked that tee shot. Nice position, short grass, second shot. Seems to like it. Looks like it's headed for the green. And a chance for eagle after that perfectly played shot. Settles in over the putt. Frank, this game will drive you crazy.
Yeah, you can do so many things right, and just something so simple, completely wrong.
Once considered the best PGA teaching pro in the country, our featured golfer makes birdie and now sits comfortably inside the cut line. EA Sports, in association with the PGA Tour, proudly presents the start of the FedEx Cup playoffs. It's third round coverage of the Northeast Invitational. Good strike, good lie, good chance to attack the pin. And he's set up for his second shot here, looking to knock it on the green. This hole really sets up well for the player. Birdie yesterday, and a chance for another one today. It's a big putt right here for birdie. Mark that as a birdie on the card. Another par 3. We're at the 8th. It is only 165 yards. It has been a ball-striking clinic today, hitting one green after the next. This for another birdie on this hole on the week. Always love to hear the sound of the bottom of the cup. We move to the 9th hole and we begin to go inland, Frank. I'll miss some of the views along the ocean. I won't miss the nerves with the potential of a golf ball sailing off into the Atlantic Ocean. That said, par 5, you think about a scoring opportunity, but then I look at the scorecard and it says this is the number 6 handicap hole. That's pretty tough.
It is, and the reason why is there's trouble both sides of this fairway, and that's normally sand and cliffs, and the designer's really thrown the boat out. Excuse the pun, we are on the coastline here. This whole dog legs to the left, and ideally you just sort of like to go fairway, fairway pitch. That's the prudent way to play the hole, but of course everybody likes to chance the driver and reach the par 5 and 2. Miss, pay the price. Oh, this is right at it.
Beautiful shot. That is tight.
Unbelievable. That is one to savor for the rest of the round.
Good putt. Well, that was a nearly flawless performance on the front side, but Frank, we know it's an 18-hole game, isn't it?
That's right. Now's not the time to pat yourself on the back. What a great shot.
Frank, they say you have to ride the wind. Boy, he got all of that one.
Got every ounce out of the conditions. This looks like it's going to find the target.
Good chance now for a birdie. That was an outstanding play.
Well, it's almost a guarantee there after that shot.
Continues to amaze. Yet another birdie, and what a day it's been. There you have it. Round 3 is finished, and it was a good one, Frank.
Yeah, after 3 rounds in, you really could start to see who could take home the trophy when it's all said and done. Great play, though, up until this point. Round 4 should be an absolute thriller.
EA Sports, in association with the PGA Tour, proudly presents the start of the FedEx Cup playoffs. Today, it's the final round of the Northeast Invitational. They'll be happy with that in the fairway, and now a good chance to attack this hole. And from the fairway for his second shot here. Struck that one pure, about 8 feet away. Beautifully done. On his third here at the par 5. Count that for eagle. Now at the par 3 14th, over another body of water. Frank, you could make some big numbers on this golf course. I would think if you walk out of here today having shot under par, you have to be really happy.
Certainly is big boy golf playing around the cliffs at Lighthouse Point, Rich. And this is another example here at this beefy par 3, 240 yards. You can see Lake Zimmer protects the front of this green and to the right. And that's obviously where they get all their irrigation water from. But there's enough green left of the flag here. That's really what you've got to be looking at, that front left section.
And it makes the green in regulation. Now this for birdie came away with par in the previous round. That was a good run right there. Almost went in.
At least he's seen the line as it went past the hole. So just replicate that on the way back.
Simple, solid, and he'll take it.
But one that you need to make.
15th hole, and Frank, a return to sanity. 387 yards, par 4.
Yeah, second easiest hole on the golf course. Bends a little to the left. Just avoid the sand left and that little pot bunker on the right. And you should be set up with a relatively short iron in to a green that really the only problem is if you go long. Oh, if this is up, it's good.
Now it's right in his wheelhouse. Good position where he can attack the pin.
Yeah, he has all those options now. That ball sitting up, you can bring it in high, you can bring it in low. The choice is yours.
Wow, Frank, he is dialed in.
Yeah, that was just some shot in there. Easy birdie.
Just 5 feet left. Frank, this is a player in full flight right now.
It looks too easy right now.
Time to make a move, the closing stretch here at number 16, par 3, 241 yards.
Oh, solid strike right in the heart of the green.
That's good stuff right there. Wonderful approach, and now a really good look at birdie. Not a gimme, but well within his range.
Great, too.
Beautiful. 17th hole is another par 5, 613 yards. Frank, how do you play it?
Well, only the longest hitters can get here in 2. It's 2 big hits, that's for sure. S-shaped fairway, so if you can't reach the par 5 and 2, you can still plot your way down there for a nice little pitch, and really great opportunity to get one back off the scorecard.
Frank, that is position A.
Yeah, the tee shot was like silk, Rich. I mean, just sets up that second shot so beautifully. This is not heading in the right direction.
No, it looks like it's going to be in the rough. Into the thick stuff. That's a difficult lie. Ball sitting down here in the rough. He's digging in. On the green in regulation. Continuing to putt with confidence. Well, at last we're at number 18, and Frank, I have really enjoyed this golf course. And now when you see the lighthouse in the distance, it really makes it that much more special.
It is. The beacon will always take you home. And speaking of home, this finishing hole, it bends to the left. A good tee shot will somehow find the fairway and just leave you a short iron in. And of course, you make 3 here, and then that smile's going to light up like a beacon.
So missed the fairway, and now he's back where he needs to be.
Yeah, minimize the problems.
Steeply up the hill here. This is going to play very long. This one has a chance to be close. Oh, can't hide the flagstick from that man to win the Northeast Invitational.
Really solid stroke.
What a great tournament finish. This one is in the books, and look who finished on top of the leaderboard.
Rich, this has to go down as a classic. Our champion was simply on fire. And I'm looking forward now to see how next week pans out.